So thank you again, those of you who have joined us. This is a public meeting to talk about what you can expect during the Hyde Park and 38th Street Pipeline Renewal Project. Okay, so our agenda for tonight is we're going to have the panelists introduce themselves, give you an overview of the project, and most importantly, take your questions, and we'll make sure at the end that you have contact information. So if everyone would introduce themselves, starting with Atha.
Hey everyone, I'm Atha Phillips. I'm a landscape architect and I'm also LEED AP certified. Happy to be a project manager on this project. It's very exciting. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Michael Santangelo. I'm a project sponsor with the Austin Water Capital Improvement Program. And my job as the project sponsor is to basically act as the owner of the project throughout and line up the contracts and the funding and a high overview of the engineering as well.
Hi, my name is Jyotika Tibakaran. I am the engineer with Capital Delivery Services, Engineering Services Division. I will be the record engineer for this project and taking care of the design changes.
For Middleton, I'm the construction inspector with Capital Delivery Services. I will be the eyes and ears for the engineer, also Atha. You will see my contact number on many of the slides, so get used to seeing my face.
That's a guy you want to know.
Hi, I'm Tony Lopez, Project Management Supervisor, and I will be overseeing the overall performance of the project.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Carlos Garcia. I'm with Capital Delivery Services, Engineering Services Division. I'm a supervising engineer, and I will be providing Jyotika Thabakaran support and making sure she has the resources to deliver a project. Thank you.
Yes, hello everybody. My name is Alex Perez. I'm representing the general contractor for this project, Underground Water Solutions Company. We will be performing the work. I'll be managing the project from the contractor's perspective, as well as any subs and anything related to the construction.
And you guys have already met me. I'm actually a person, not a camera with a line through it, but I work in the Public Information Office at Austin Water, and I'm here to support the project team and help make sure that you and the public get questions answered and get information about the project when big shifts are happening, when we're moving, things like that. So I'm a resource for you as well.
And my name is Lydia Van Buren, and I'm also at the Public Information Office, and I'll be supporting my colleague, Cynthia Miller, getting all of your questions answered about the project.
Okay, thank you, everyone. We're going to give you a quick overview of this project. Again, myself, Cynthia, and then Michael Santangelo from Austin Water. I am going to first tell you about one of my favorite things that we're doing at Austin Water, and it's a program called Renewing Austin. And this is an ongoing program that was created to make sure that we can ensure reliable water services today, while at the same time make sure that we're prepared for everything that's coming at us in the future. So basically, we're going throughout the community. We're replacing water and wastewater infrastructure where it needs replacing, strengthening the entire system. And that's what we're going to be doing in your neighborhood as well.
My name is Michael Santangelo. I've already introduced myself. Through the Hyde Park 38th Street wastewater renewal project, Austin Water will replace aging wastewater lines and service lines. Service lines connect homes to the main line. We will be replacing 1,800 linear feet of wastewater line and 46 new service lines. On this slide, the green lines on this map represent where the new wastewater lines will go. The wastewater lines will be replaced at 38th Street from Groom Street to Duval Street. On Groom Street from 35th Street to 38th Street. An alleyway between Groom Street and Tom Green Street, and an alleyway between 37th Street and 38th Street. In these locations, we will be installing new wastewater lines where the current wastewater lines are. The contractor will do this work in segments, which goes from manhole to manhole, and we will use a technique called bypass pumping while we're working on each segment to make sure your service is ongoing. Where the wastewater lines are being replaced, the connecting service lines will also be replaced. Service lines go from the new wastewater line to the cleanout. A cleanout is an outdoor pipe that is capped off and gives access to your to your sewer line so that plumbers can clear clogs and inspect pipes when necessary. This is the image you see to the left. The houses on the west side of Avenue F are currently connected to an old wastewater line that sits in an easement behind it went away, behind the homes. A new wastewater line has already been put in place in the street in Avenue F. And in these locations, we will decommission the old wastewater line in the easement and connect the houses to the new wastewater main in Avenue F. Here, it will be necessary for the contractor to cut off the connection to the old wastewater main at the rear of the lot and move the service lines to the front of the houses. The short green lines on Avenue F show how these connections need to be moved. This will be the only place where work will need to be done on private property, and the project team will be individually coordinating with these homeowners.
Okay, next we're going to turn this over to Atha Phillips, and she's going to talk to you about what to expect during construction.
Hey everyone, my name is Atha Phillips. I'm here to walk you through what to expect in the year ahead as the project progresses. Next slide. This project solely addresses, not solely, but addresses mainly local wastewater lines, which means that we're going to be in your neighborhood. And one thing I want to say is construction is messy, it's intensive, and sometimes it can be unpredictable. But our team, will do everything possible to minimize the disturbance for you and your family and your neighbors. Next slide. And since this project is largely underground, we will need to bring in heavy equipment that is capable of cutting through asphalt and also trenching. So the contractor can remove the old pipes and then install the new pipes. When they're finished with each segment, the road will be temporarily repaired. Next slide. So we want you to know that at no time will you not be able to get in or out of your home. If you find yourself blocked for any reason, please call the city's inspector, Robert Middleton. And then each day before the construction crews leave, they will ensure that the open trenches are covered and secure. Next slide. At the end of each phase, the street will be temporarily repaired, and towards the end of the project, the affected streets will be repaved and vegetation will be restored. Next slide. The schedule for the overall project is slated for just over a year, but please keep in mind that each segment will last for a much smaller period of time. I want to make sure that you're aware the city has an ordinance that prevents work between the hours of 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. And also, as I hand the mic over to Robert Middleton, I want to reassure you that Robert and I, along with the contractor, will work together to make sure this very necessary project is as painless as possible. Thank you.
Okay, and now we're going to hear from someone whose name and number you really want to know. And we'll give you plenty of opportunities to make sure you have his number. And that's Robert Middleton. Atha just referred to him. He's what we call our construction inspector, and he's there on the ground to make sure everything is going as it should. So again, he's there to answer questions. He's there to help. And Robert, take it away.
Yeah, so I'll be basically Atha at the engineer's eyes and ears, as well as making sure that the contractor, me and them, will be working with the engineer with contract conformity and everything of that nature. Understand that the right of way is going to be 10 to 15 behind the curb line. There will be some residents where we will be replacing service lines. So basically what that means from sidewalk to sidewalk, we will have some traffic control, things of that nature. We will have signs out in your neighborhoods. So we'll try to keep you guys pretty safe. If there's any questions that you do have, if there's any machinery that is blocking your way, please give me a call. If there's anything obstructing you, please give me a call. If your street is being operated at that time, if you do have any questions about the construction, how long it's going to take, please don't hesitate to give me a call, and I'll try to keep you as informed as possible. And like I said, the right of way is from sidewalk to sidewalk. So if you do have children or anything like that, I will let you know that that is something that they'll have to look out for, but we'll try to keep everyone safe.
Robert, I just moved to the next slide. I don't know if you're seeing it or not, but this is emphasizing that the contractors are going to work really hard to avoid damaging any landscape features. But a lot of times people think that the right of way is actually in their yard. So there may be things that are in the right of way that you need to move. If anything is damaged at any point in the project, please just immediately call Robert, and his cell phone's up on the screen right now. Please call him and let him know. That's part of what he's there for. And also someone from the project team will be in touch if it looks like you have private features, landscaping or something like that that's in the right of way that you need to move. Robert, would you say that's fair?
That is correct. I'll try to keep you and whatever superintendents out there, I'll try to keep you informed. I do see. We do take pre-construction videos, and I will try to, like I said, keep you informed. If we are on your street, if I do see something that may need to be moved, there is somewhere in the contract where we do actually fix any disturbed vegetation, which that's grass. It will be a different situation if we do have to get on what's considered private anywhere between that, after that 15 feet. We will work with you and try to be amiable and, like I said, replace any damaged features.
Yeah, like Robert said, he will be taking pictures of everything before anything starts. So we have documentation to know how to put things back together. Robert, do you want to talk about tree trimming?
Yes, with tree trimming, there is a clearance level, and as you do see on the screen, normally for the sidewalk, it is 8 feet. Normally for streets, it's 14 clearance for 18-wheelers and things of that nature, any trucking or anything like that. If you do have personal trees, if they are in the right of way, remember that is the city's property. Like I said, if there's clearance that we need to do, we will do that. We will try to be, like I said, inform you if there's anything that we do need to do that's considered your property. Like I said, please give me a call, but we will be working with the arborist and, like I said, with the construction crews out there. And if you do have any questions for them, please give me a call.
Okay, Robert, tell us some about traffic impacts. This is always a big concern to folks.
As you see, we do have signage out there. We will have flaggers at times. Like I said, and like that was mentioned before, there won't be any reason to block your driveway permanently or anything like that. Keep in mind that we do have heavy machinery crossing in some places, but like I said, we normally keep easements and driveways open. If for any reason it's blocked for a limited amount of time and you have a worry about that, like I said, you do see my cell phone number, please give me a call.
Okay, here's another big one. Trash, recycling, and compost. Robert, you want to take this one?
Your trash cans will be picked up. We'll keep it as simple as that. If there is a complication or anything like that, we'll, like I said, we'll work with the contractor. But for the most part, it shouldn't impede on your trash can being picked up.
Okay, that's it for our presentation, but here we are at the most important part of the evening, which is Q&A. So who's got questions? There are a couple of ways you can participate. And Lydia, if you can help me watch for any Q&A in the chat, or if anyone is trying to call through the phone, that would be appreciated. But who's got questions? Oh, I know someone's got a question. Don't be shy. No questions? Well, if there are no questions, then let's just make sure that you share this with your neighbors. We will post this on the website page. We'll post both a video of this presentation as well as the PowerPoint. And we hope that you'll share with your neighbors. We hope that you'll tell them that this is coming and that we're actually a really nice group of people who want to make this work as well as possible. I really like the way Atha put it. She's not going to guarantee that it's not messy and difficult, but she's going to make sure, and the whole team's going to make sure that things go as smoothly as possible. So, having said that, here are your 3 key contacts for this project. Again, Atha and Robert and myself. Our contact information is also on the webpage. I hope those of you who are watching will screen capture this page, or again, go to our webpage to get our contact information. But we do want to hear from you. This is going to be posted on our webpage regardless of the overflow of attendees. And so we'll take it from there. Okay, thank you everyone very much. And thank you again, everyone, for attending, and we'll see you later.